When did the sexual relationship with Jon begin?
We started to be close in May, friendship-wise, and sexually, July.
This past July.
I mean, we were living in my parents' house. Obviously, we weren't like...
You know what, on the bottom line, Hailey, straight up, were you sleeping with a married man prior to this summer?
I never slept with a married man. In no way, shape, or form am I a homewrecker. And that's the bottom line. And I'm tired of it, and I'm fed up. And everyone needs to just, you know, get over it. Move on. They're not together. They're never going to get back. And that's the end of it. Hopefully, they can one day be friends, for their children at least, be friends, be civil together. I tell him this all the time.
Hailey, I'm wondering why your parents would allow you to become involved with a married man.
You want to know the honest truth? From the beginning, my family and I had no idea. If they saw that this was coming, or it would be this, or it would be such a media uproar, my parents would have put the kibosh on it a long time ago. My dad would have said no, my mom would have said, oy vey, just at the thought, and that would have been the end of it.
We do have to take another break right now, but the biggest revelations are still to come.
He feels guilty. He's the only one who sees, and my parents, what this whole situation has done to me, what he knows he's done stuff to me.
Hailey's surprising confessions about her destructive relationship with Jon.
This whole thing has made me, like, lost.
Plus, what Jon's telling us today.
And the personal torture that pushes Hailey over the edge.
No matter what, I could come on here, bare my soul, tell you guys the truth, and the world will still call me a homewrecker, ugly, this, like,
Much more of our special episode of The Insider is just 2 minutes away.
Welcome back to The Insider with our guest panelists, Star Jones, and look who's in for Samantha Harris. Jon Gosselin's girlfriend, setting the record straight, Hailey Glassman.
And we want you guys to vote on today's hot debate involving Hailey. After hearing her side, do you think she's a homewrecker, or has Hailey been unfairly attacked in the tabloids? Before you go to theinsider.com, you'll want to hear more of what she has to say.
Before Hailey even came to our panel today, you made a startling new claim in front of our producers.
Feeling ridiculed, persecuted, unfairly marked as a homewrecker, Hailey Glassman wants her side of the story told.
I feel I am finally gonna get my chance to speak. I have nothing to hide.
And that would turn out to be an understatement, because on the limo ride to the airport, no one was prepared for the bombshell she was about to level on the entire affair.
I shouldn't have to put up with being emotionally abused. I know he loves me, but the way he treats me... I told Jon this. I've just told him so many times and vented my... Like, not even vented. I told him, like, I cried. I'm like, why do you do this to me? Why are you so mean to me? Why do you take it out on me and put it on me? Do you see what you do to me? And, I mean, it's hard to even talk because he talks over me and... He, like, talks over me so I can't speak. I'm tarnished. I'm, like, hurt. I get it from every angle. You know, it's different if Jon's, like, handling this well behind closed doors, but to take it all out on me and vent to me and this and that, I just, like, can't take it. I can't take it. I can't be the dish rag anymore. I can't.
I commend you for coming forward because silence isn't always golden. A lot of perceptions out there. You were very candid in the limo about your relationship with Jon and the abuse within that relationship. Can you explain that?
Yeah, he has a lot of frustration on his plate. A lot going on between his divorce, his kids, everything. And with me, he has no one to talk to. And with me, you know, I mean, he's tried to talk to people, but you've all heard them, you know, either through some rag mag or something. But with me, I stay quiet. That's not my personality. Never mind, I have too much integrity as a person.
But let me just cut to the chase. Does Jon abuse you?
Emotionally, he's very frustrating. He takes his anger and frustration out on me. I don't think he means to, but it's just a pounding every day.
When you say abuse, is it physical or emotional abuse?
I just stated that in no way, shape, or form is Jon physically abusive. In no way. Never would he, and never do I want that brought up again, because that is a serious matter, and that I would not stand for.
You know, I think it's important for people to recognize it's not always what you see out there. And people do make mistakes.
No, but, like, I can't change. I can't change what everyone thinks of me, and it's not true. And, like Jon tells me all the time, like, he feels guilty that He feels bad that I'm labeled as this when in no way, shape, or form.
But does he feel bad enough to
He says
give you your space and allow you to live your life?
it's not going to go away. That's the thing.
Hailey, Jon is very much aware that you're doing this interview, and he's seen some of it and has now released a statement which says, my girlfriend, Hailey Glassman, has paid a significant price to live under such a media microscope. I am grateful for her emotional support, and I regret any pain that my actions have caused her, as she has selflessly borne the pressures I have endured under the media glare.
Jon goes on to say, quote, I am committed to making things right with Hailey as well as Kate, and especially my children. I ask you to please give me the opportunity to prove myself. We've been hearing a lot of negatives, Hailey, but tell us, what makes you want to stay with Jon?
I mean, he's a great father, and I think he wants and he wants to be a good person. He is a good person at the end of the day. Like, I love him, and the reason I stay with him is because at the end of the day, you stay with the person you love.
Let me ask you point blank, why not just cut ties with Jon, break up with him, and go on with your life without him?
I've tried, but he, like, somehow, I love him, and it's so hard when the person you love is, like, crying to you and then tells you, like, oh, but what about their kids? And they need you, I need you. The thing is, like, it's almost, I tell him, you're like a vampire to me. You suck the blood out of me, and you move on, and I just sit there, and I mean,
we're focusing a little bit on the negative. Can you tell us what it is you love about Jon?
He's like, there's like a side of him that's so funny, and we could just joke around and easygoing, and he makes me feel comfortable. Like, he's not, like, judgmental, and he's just sweet. He's just funny to, like, go to a movie with, out to dinner with.
And we saw that side when he was here with us on the panel.
It's so true. I will tell you, it was hard to not like him. And Hailey, I just want to update you on what our viewers are saying with the results of our online poll. We asked, after hearing Hailey's side of the story, do you think Jon Gosselin's girlfriend is a homewrecker, or has she been unfairly labeled by the tabloids? 71% of you feel like you actually might be a homewrecker, but 29% think that you have been unfairly attacked.
My point is, that's what I'm trying to stress you. It's always going to be. That's what it's always going to be. No matter what, I can go on. That's why I've been quiet. I don't want to cry, but that's why I've been quiet. No matter what, I could come on here, bare my soul, tell you guys the truth. I could be on here with a lie detector test saying everything I say is true, and the world will still call me a homewrecker, ugly, this, like, and, like, I admire you so much because you have always been strong. I just, like, I really like you, and I really admire you.
Hailey, let me just say this. I've not always been strong. I've not always been strong.
All right, Hailey, we're not the only ones who have a lot of questions to ask.
Tomorrow, a celebrity faces off with Hailey.
Kathy Griffin lays into Jon Gosselin's girlfriend, Hailey.
Do you think he's cheated on you? Have you cheated on him? Did you ever want revenge?
The insider argument that could break them up. Plus, Hailey's wild past.
Why were you arrested?
The mugshots, the drunken photos. Then Kathy's lunch date with Kate.
And she had some words about you, lady.
Tomorrow on The Insider.
You'll see all that tomorrow, but up next, you'll hear our best and worst celebrity of the day.
And tonight, I'm giving out a double-header.
It's time to announce our best and worst celebrity of the day. And Star, no hammer dropping today. Give the best.
I want to. Taylor and Taylor. That would be Taylor Swift and Twilight stud Taylor Lautner. HTV spotted them last night on a date. Looks like they're going public with their reported romance. Aw, young love.
Cute, gorgeous love. And how about you, speaking of gorgeous?
Thank you, and I will drop the hammer, and I will drop it on Tyra Banks. Last night on the CW's America's Next Top Model, she put 3 of her models in blackface. Now, we realized she was trying to illustrate the history of biracial people in Hawaii where the show was filming, but still, Tyra, come on, blackface? Pretty controversial, and I also think in very poor taste. So, Tyra, accept our worst award.
And I love that show, so it pains me to hear. All right, Chris, Behave, everybody.
I will not.
Hailey Glassman, we want to give it to you for being so honest. Thank you for coming and telling your side of the story. Star Jones, always open and honest. You are a pleasure to have here on the panel. Everybody tune in tomorrow for another huge show. Until then, though, good night from the new Insider.